Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. No problem.
Going to need to find a job?
You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep. Community.
Trooper Zilong, you are showing increased levels of agitation. Is something the matter?
My arm feels like it's on fire. I got no sleep last night, and this damn twitching in my shoulder won't stop.
Have you been observing Dr. Tinsley's protocol?
Ain't much protocol aside from drink water and try not to die. Why do you want to know?
This unit is programmed to look after each member of the crew through around-the-clock observation. Empathy is simulated via a selection of subroutines for priority patients.
Well, I'll be damned. Honored to be in your care, Val. Have time for a chat, Commander? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back on their feet? Or do what the Minister asked?
We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret. The system
Really now? I suppose it makes sense, since he can offer you a clearer path to the relay. But I suspect you're only helping him delay the inevitable. If we convince these folk to join up with Auntie's choice, they can start new lives away from the Protectorate guillotine. They'd be grateful once they see what we got on offer. Plus, the Minister's deal was clear. Do this, and he'll tell you how to gain entrance to the Vox, so you'd still get what you're after. The whereabouts of DeVries, right?
Grey gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Come on, Commander. Westport's damn near underwater, and the Protectorate are claiming everyone they're in to be traitors. Barring some mass change of heart, it's a matter of time before these folk get struck down by their own. The Vigilant seems a decent enough sort, but he's just one man. You want to give these folk a real shot at living? Send them to Fairfield.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our...
I'll respect your decision, Commander. He's asked us to go to the ARC, right? That's south of here. so I hope you like long strolls along the coast.
Social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign involves and executes on it. Throughout history, individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poverty, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Earth,
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
Huh.
All
Well,
inhabitants are declared
at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
in defense against seizure, sabotage, and
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them.
Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Prudence dictates, may the Sovereign guide you.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where...
The matriarch and... appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut.
We must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor...
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared...
The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy...
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
And plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
And thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the
Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents?
Rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern
Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as
With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would Vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as...
Righto! Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me when, of course, you receive it. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind.
embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Of course. Toodaloo.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees.
the perfect ecosystem.
Initiating.
Flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform...
complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working with
However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium initiating.
meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, is glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges. Rise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors. I may just invite them over to
Base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Grey gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or speculative indoctrinatory falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, distilling our sense of community.
Did you know that in Auntie's Choice, we don't pre-select your assignment at birth? It's true. No computronic doodads, no permanent...
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice is so smooth, mellifluous, persuasive.
Free to choose any vocation they like. And and change occupations at the slightest expense. Finally, unfettered personal freedom pervades every aspect of life and Angie's choice.
Do the advertisements help Auntie's folks straighten out their minds? Is it their version of our mental refreshment?
No, it feels like some kind of punishment. In fact, it feels like Auntie hates me. Certainly, a session of mental refreshment will help purge the non-paradigm thoughts from your head.
I just came from mental refreshment. I'm as refreshed as I can get.
Maybe amity, luxury, and resplendence are all relative. Do you think?
I'm sure I reject imperfect thoughts in all their forms. All thoughts of any kind, whatsoever.
About all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called...
The Wilders said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our doorframe.
Prudence, may safety, amity, and ease be yours.
Do you think our enemies envy our prosperity all the time, or just when it comes up?
Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose.
Trust the plan, serve set progress, system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
We respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade, self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Salutations, Arcadia. Auntie Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
Say, hold
out there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get up and go getter. Whoosh! The sound of me throwing caution to the wind, while the herd wait for permission. I see my opportunity and take it. I had to make my own luck.
What's their secret? I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd.
Trust the plan, observe set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must remove all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
My body is covered in burns, acquired in battle. I wish I could program an automech to feel these feelings I'm feeling. You know, instead.
Well, it's infected.
This is all going perfectly according to the parrot.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Well, fear I've little time for idle chatter. If you'll excuse me, others do need my attention. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. I do question their low-grade nostrums. Wireless says they are rushed to the market. Might make everybody worse, hop them up, and gender dependence. Protectorate curatives are of the highest quality. So, I thank you for your advice, ill-considered as it may be. In the meantime, don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? You scare something up, you know where I am.
Word on the wire? Stay true, outsider.
Outsider?
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
People
Nice
have
weather
been
we have
complaining
been
about
having,
those ads
or
playing.
not having.
I'm inured to all manner of hollering.
Subjects now every aspect of life and Andy's choice. Choice is the name, reasons my subjects personal invitation.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Andy's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie.
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Anti-Fizzos.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind while the herd...
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Andy's choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a get-up-and-go-getter? Andy's choice.
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcements were obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs.
Physician, you have no water. You have no food. Your medical supplies dwindle.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starving and wallowing in this metal quagmire. You want to help your people? Go to Fairfield.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such timely offers of generosity and kindness. No thank you, not interested. I owe it to every single person here to try.
An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderol's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderol, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Too much Spacers ale? Try Anti's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pen Pharmacon.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at. The Pen Pharmacon 5 is now available to you. The unremarkable...
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
Sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general...
Difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet, it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much.
Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
He lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives. Say, you've got your alien planting.
Farewell now.
Species fish paste.
You are right.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good.
I'll say, it's like rotten... and decomposing fish.
That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. Give Auntie
Appreciate you agreeing to help, but the arm's itching something fierce. Ready to do away with it. We ought to head to Doc Tinsley's, quickly if we can. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Featuring our finest pre-sliced
How personal are we talking?
tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry. Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzo's made them better with Auntie Cleo's patented mock apple cider. Auntie's Choice knows.
Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
Assignment at birth? It's true. No computronic doodads, no permanent roles. Just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact,
My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage.
a unique brand of autonomous self-determination for yourselves. So pack your bags and get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself. With Auntie's Choice, your lives will be transformed for the best.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia. Auntie Cleo here with a direct message.
Oh, that information is outside my purview. I miss my platoon. Most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right.
No, nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers.
Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind.
Rebrand and start anew. Join us. Embrace freedom. Revel in choice.
Right.
Auntie's Choice.
Introducing Auntie's.
Like ain't the word I'd use, even before I was itching to tear up my contract and set it aflame. Auntie gave me autonomy, gave me the choice to do more than just struggle to survive. They treated me better than my last employers did, and despite recent events, I believe in their mission. We can give folk here in Arcadia a better life.
While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck.
What's their secret? I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd. Eat Purple Berry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and burden.
They have. And could be they can't even fathom another way of living. Freedom can be frightening at first. But they'll see. Same as me and mine did when Auntie came to Tau Ceti. I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms.
Plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate. This war has forced you into an untenable position. You have no water. You have no food. Your medical supplies dwindle as your roofs threaten to collapse atop you. And plead though you may, your sovereign is silent. This suffering cannot continue. Listen to your hearts. Come to fair attention of the weary and join the winning side. I shall await you with...
Of course. Going from a life lived in squalor to one that rewards you on merit, it would send anyone's mind spinning. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure. But I'll tell you what, when she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or...
Gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse, unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent and easeful release.
Fine by me.
Of all kinds, use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics.
Like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us.
Narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you. Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's Choice makes it cream.
Of course. If I did my part, proved my worthiness, it paid dividends. Though, none of that holds true if your graft fails and takes you out of service altogether. Reckon Ortiz would have gotten grafted too, had he not missed the cutoff. I'm glad he did. He always thought himself the exception, but this kind of failure is beyond our control. Learned that the hard way. Anyhow, I hope for his sake he stays out of trouble, finds another way to prove himself. Maybe get out when he does, with as many bits as he can carry. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics.
Alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged spacefaring frontier.
Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit.
Medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great.
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good.
He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life.
Never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets, specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
It's true. No computronic doodads, no permanent rules. Just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation they like and change occupations at the slightest whims. This wild, unfettered, personal freedom pervades every aspect of life in Auntie's Choice. Choice is in the name for a reason. Buy for yourself. With Auntie's choice, your lives will be transformed for the best.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia. Auntie Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. You've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very
The wireless says that flooding Westport
the individual. We're providers and liberators, spreading
Sovereign really does think of everything.
throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start.
Hello again. Have you spoken to Vigilant Hogarth yet? Did he give permission for me to leave?
Auntie's choice. Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
Ah, I see. Well, please inform me if and when you do.
I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Wait for permission. I see my opportunity and take it. I had to make my own luck.
Secret. I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd. Eat Purple Berry Crunch by Auntie's choice.
Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate got a difference in opinion. The Protectorate believe they can't be bloodied. We think otherwise. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
I want to speak plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate. This war has forced you into an untenable position. You have no water. You have no food. Your medical supplies dwindle as your roofs threaten to collapse atop you. And plead though you may, your sovereign is silent. This suffering cannot continue. Listen to your hearts. Come to very battle. And join the winning side. I shall greet you with an open arms.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower or Colossicus arum is
quickly. I have to prepare for other contingencies, should the worst come to pass.
Exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for more than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial microwave is right for you.
Mind your own business interests.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Aha! Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our automechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Andy's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here. Not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the forces of Andy's choice. No. Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Could have been any manner of terror brought upon us by Antis. Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts.
Once we arrive at the Automech facility, we'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the Sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign. We made it. Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh, shit! Crabbles! Form defensive perimeter type 14A!
What did I tell you? Unless you've got approval, you can make like a sprat and skedaddle.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. How observant of you. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Prudent stick, outsider.
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Well, I speak of the Crabbles, of course. You must have spied those nefarious Crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army. You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the Krabble threat can and will be defeated. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the Krabble! Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. That life is behind me. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by Krabbles. Getting better, I think. The Krabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Maybe our resolve has worn down their warlike spirit. Or maybe they're just biding their time.
You seem nice.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station. But what in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. We may or may not have what you need. Speak with Hazel, our ever-reliable and ever-resourceful quartermaster. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals, though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Stay true, outsider.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, Quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Does that one compute, big guy?
Affirmative. Initiating commerce is one of this unit's default commands. Initiating commerce.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here. You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above.
Protectorate automechanicals feature advanced construction but low adaptability. Fall-throughs in its logic assembly would likely lead it to interpret its programming literally.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results. Doubtful. Zeranium affects their aggression in targeting subroutines. Basic instructions would still be functional. The quartermech is my responsibility. Claim whatever parts you require from the missing supplies, and we'll call the matter settled. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for. Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all. Delphinia? No. I doubt she stole what I would have given her freely. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance. All right, I admit it. The quartermech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration, as the Marshal says. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need. Glad to oblige. I hope.
Attention. Please stand with impeccable posture to show your beloved soul as he graces us with yet another inspiring golden bestowment.
As my forebearer, the matriarch
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
What brings you to this fine establishment? Stay true, outsider.
Outsider?
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zeranium exposure, or anything else novel or interesting, apparently. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely. Certainly. There is a nominal cost for treatment to cover essentials. All right then. Hold perfectly still. There. All better. Was there anything else you needed? Normally, I'd say to ask the quartermaster, but he died a few weeks back. Perhaps he's been replaced since? I wouldn't know, as I've had my hands full since the attack. Failing that, I imagine you could ask the technicians here. One of them might know. Don't have much to spare, but you're free to have a look.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 has confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense. Apologies, I must concentrate on my work. Maybe one of the others can help you.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want? Now that you mention it, there was one particularly insistent little mech who kept trying to put all manner of bric-a-brac in here. After several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building is off-limits while I am working here. Didn't see that peculiar little scamp again after that. Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that. Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!